Hello there. We are doing yet another Gear Dungeon 2 takeover here, where we got basically 2 stages to go, and we're running pretty much the same comp that I did in my last takeover, which is another Helga one with pretty much the exact same units. The only difference is we do not have a Legendary Lord, and we dropped the Crummy Ezrin healer for something that would actually help the run instead of just sitting there and doing nothing besides healing. But yeah, other than that, it's just a basic, Helga variant. And this approach is one with a plethora of moving parts that all need to fit in together at the same time. And there is a very high chance that I forget something during these runs by just being an idiot. So, hopefully I don't. But I'm not buying it. When has that ever happened? Sit around, twiddle our thumbs, wait for the Wood Elf, recall the Wood Elf, place the Helga. Sit around, twiddle our thumbs.
All lives are precious. Nature is always ready.
Edith, Elowyn, and that's pretty much it for now. We're going to drop in our Harz, make sure that our Estrid is getting her Invig buff. Drop in that Wood Elf for our Hollow. Yeah, sure, let's pop our Estrid now. Pop Volka. And here, wait until about that tile before we pop both Helga and Hollow. And as soon as that clone goes down, we're dropping in Valeriya.
Mother's blessings upon you.
And we can fast forward again a bit here. At least until that clone starts moving, because then Helga needs to be ready to get her shit together and go to town on him. There we go. Or on her, on it, whatever.
Don't touch me.
Volka. Now, here we need to synchronize 2 things. We need to pay attention to Valeriya, so right about now. And then once these guys walk on about this tile here, we are also going to pop Estrid. She takes too long to take out the archers, otherwise we are a bit... Well, we don't kill everyone in time. If we don't kill everyone in time, well, it fails us to run, because then we get leaks. We don't want that. And a distinction to note here is that Valeriya is going to die here, and the same is true for Decimus. The boss doesn't get the buff. So that is the main reason why, I mean, that and her unyielding, but when units die in not in unyielding per se, but at the exit of unyielding, at least Valeriya and Decimus, they do not seem to give her that buff. So you want to drop that Wood Elf there because Helga is taking the damage from the archer.
They die.
And the rest is mostly good. Here we just kind of sit around and wait.
I like you. You're bold. All lives don't
Volka.
touch me. And now they die. My enemy is destiny itself.
Plan before you move.
Fancy my dazzling axe, huh? Fancy my kiss.
Pop Estrid as soon as we can.
They die.
And here it's once more a little bit complicated because we need to somewhat synchronize watching this side for when to place Decimus with timing Helga ultimate. So we're going to drop in Decimus pretty much now. And then pop Helga at pretty much the same time. take a hit from that clone, Helga will just die. She'll keel over, she'll be gone, and then our run is just... And once more, watch Decimus here, he disappears. No buff to the boss. Which is what realistically makes this strat so damn good, is that there is not a single recall of a unit. Not a single real death of a unit. Uh-oh. Which effectively means that we don't have to worry too much about gearing HP or paying attention to if we're going to get wiped by a bloodbath. The bloodbaths just come in and do the same amount of damage as they did at the start.
And now they die.
See? I wasn't paying attention. I almost let that one slip through.
And now
We're going to pop it now, and
now
she'll be right on time.
and now they die. Find a blade and fight, weakling. For the tribe.
Here we will not have the leisure of having Decimus available, but at the same time we will not be hindered by the boss. Oh dear lord. How long have I ignored the bottom
Fear
here?
not, my friend. Oh,
As it hits my ass.
Good. We're good.
nature is always ready.
Find a blade.
I also didn't forget the Valeriya. Did forget Hollow, but we can always, you know... Ooh, that was close on the left side. It may be a bit dicey on 10. I may have to... Considering this is the last wave, I can always just recall Hollow or something and drop that Decimus in there. Or, hell, Helga, because she's not really doing anything at this point. And then really we just kind of fast forward. Drop in the Decimus for the sake of it, because we can, not because he really does anything.
Don't touch my enemy is
And, you know, just do... Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. The Edith was a mistake. Okay, Decimus, we don't need you there anymore. Please go away. But yeah, that's the... Oh, of course. Alright. Valeriya, get in there.
Claymore.
That is the base concept and strategy, and hopefully this works without too many issues on 10.
The fight continues.
And really repeat.
Queen has arrived.
for mother.
Edith.
For a world of pain. Vengeful will drives me.
Wait on our Wood Elf. Where's the Wood Elf?
Mother's blessing.
Drop the Wood Elf. Recall the Wood Elf. Drop the Helga.
From their skulls. They won't know what. They won't know. They won't know.
Fear not, my
Drop in
friend.
our Harz to buff up our Estrid.
Shield.
Mother's
Drop in the
blessings
Wood Elf.
upon you.
Recall the Wood Elf. Place our Hollow.
I like
Pop Volk. Pop Estrid. I should have popped Estrid earlier. That was a mistake.
And now
Pop Helga. Pop Hollow.
outfitted for combat.
Drop Valeriya.
more.
Mother's blessings upon you.
Watch out for this clone.
For the tribe. And
Spam Helga like your life depends on it, because it does. It really does.
they die. Don't touch the arrogance of humans.
Hold on Estrid until these guys get a bit closer. Don't forget Valeriya, because, again, that would be awkward, and then we lose the run, and we don't want that.
Fear the beast.
I waited too long on Estrid.
Destiny is a pretty lie for naive souls.
For the tribe.
Let her die, that's fine. Drop the Wood Elf, because we're taking a Bloodbath and an Archer shot at the same time, so that makes sure that we don't
They die.
take too much damage. Here we can abuse our friend Decimus once Volka is in. Volka.
This doll is outfitted for combat. My enemy is destiny.
As soon as Edith Estrid can go, she should. Drop in our Decimus, Helga,
Mother's blessings
and we're good to go.
upon you.
And now they
Decimus died, but that was expected. Drop in Valeriya. Always freaks me out when Decimus dies. And I'm gonna ask myself if that was...
This doll is
I think we messed up.
outfitted for combat.
I'm not sure we'll have the rage for this. Okay, so normally you pop hollow well before I just did. It'll work, but just barely.
They won't know what hit him. Don't touch me. They won't know.
Edith,
All lives are precious.
Elowyn,
Don't touch.
Volka.
Touch me.
Nature is always ready.
Recall Helga because she's not doing anything for us anymore. Drop in our Decimus to make sure we survive long enough. Pop our Valeriya.
For the tribe. For the tribe.
Destiny is a pretty lie for naive souls.
And you can do this without Valeriya, it's just that
My enemy
you need
is
some more
destiny
swapping with
itself.
a tank, or potentially even just using Decimus here, and a strong single target physical damage dealer right here. But it is significantly easier if you have
Naive souls.
the right units, and you're not struggling on this.
My
So,
enemy
aka
is
Valeriya.
Destiny itself.
Don't.
I'm replacing Decimus there because otherwise... Like, we piled up too many units here, so we're kind of just throwing stuff, sacrificial lambs to the slaughter. We're gonna knock people back with Edith. Try to scrape by as much time as we can. It's a bit of a frantic juggle, but it works. Oh dear me. Alright, let's recall Edith, toss in Valeriya, and just slaughter them.
My friend.
Bit of a messy ending, but no Volka Lord. And really, Estrid can do without a Lord. She does not need one. She is cracked enough as she is.
Always kind.
Definitely not necessary to have a Lord there. Sure, why not? Alright. Let's get right into this. What's his face? Raiden doesn't have any gear, so who cares? Helga is the one who needs the good gear. She's actually running a quad Wicked Vengeance weapon. I hate this weapon, but okay, let's move on. Wicked Vengeance, Soulbound Arcana, and a Raven's Crest unleveled. She just needs it level 1. She doesn't need more. It's truly just to get that rage back to her. It's probably doable with just Hollow without that artifact, but it's going to be tight. Elowyn with Invigoration, Warlord, and a Golden Scarab. Her gear doesn't really matter as long as she survives, heals a bit, and has Invigoration. Hollow with Invigoration, Light's Grace, and a Golden Scarab. Really, it's the same concept. She just needs to be pumping out her ult and putting Invigoration on Helga. Volka, Soulbound Arcana, Wicked Vengeance, and her exclusive. Her exclusive is probably the best way to guarantee more AoE attacks that she does, so it's probably worth making it's probably worth using it, even if it's plus 10 versus a Eye of Sin, for example. At least in my experience, it has been. Harz, running Invigoration, and whatever on left side, just some HP, he just needs to survive vaguely. Estrid running Soulbound Arcana and Warlord. Eye of Sin. Estrid is a monster for Geared Engine 2. Seriously, I tried Lubu right before this. Lubu was getting walked all over. Because really he's a Chaos unit, not, you know, and if he's getting healed, he just sucks. But Estrid is an absolute monster for this. Valeriya, Infernal Roar, Warlord, and a Flux Pendant. Edith, Morale, whatever, that's Morale. Right, really, that's it. Oh, and by the way, this is, like, just def main morale crap. The bottom lane doesn't need strong tank capabilities, so you can probably get away with really bad morale gear, but that morale gear really helps. Decimus doesn't need gear, he just needs his Lucy Visor. So yeah, that's about it. 210 done. So cheers. You have a nice one.